One of the treatments in there retails to your client for $125, which is absurd. So Juwan looked at that. He wanted to come out with a much more simplistic reconstructive line for extremely damaged hair. Keep it affordable, but keep it in the organic botanical family. And what he has created is a 3-step system called Platinum, which is the most unbelievable. This, when mask isn't enough, that's when you go to Platinum. How this works, guys, it's a 3-component. Number one, this is called repair. You open this up, and these little vials contain, ready, 100% organic protein with amino acids. Same thing that hair is made out of. So client comes in, Danny comes in, and we're just, and the hair is dry and damaged, right? The first thing you do is you take this vial. It is an oil. You open the vial up, you cut this little bottle, just like you would have comb top, right? You start applying this to dry hair in the most damaged area of the hair, which is always what? The ends. So you apply it from the ends to the root. You put it all over the head, ready? Wide tooth comb or paddle brush, and you brush it through. Plastic bag, 20 minutes, no heat. That vial can do 3 treatments on her head, and you can reseal the vial. So it is super concentrated. I mean, I could do Michael's hair, your hair, and your hair with 1 vial. So 20 minutes, ready? Comb it through, plastic bag, no heat. After the 20 minutes is up, you will then shampoo it out with our Purity shampoo, reconstructive shampoo. My suggestion is you will shampoo it out twice. Smell this. Because this is an oil. This has got a tangerine, melon type of fragrance.
That's good.
Isn't that yum?
Anything that doesn't smell like flowers, I love.
Yeah? Right? Okay, so guys, ready? The oil goes on, 20 minutes, no heat, plastic bag. Shampoo it out twice with the Purity shampoo. Twice. Then what you will do, you will wring out all the excessive moisture out of the hair. And how to tell if you've got all the moisture out of the hair. After you've towel dried it, watch. You'll take your fingers, ready, when the hair is damp, and you will go like this, like a squeegee. If there's any moisture on the top of your finger, you still got too much moisture in the hair. So ready? Once you've got that moisture out, you will then go and apply step 3. This is called Nourish. This is 100% organic natural moisturizers with amino acids, polypeptides, and cysteine. Smell this. You will leave this on the hair. You will put it all over, no bag, leave it sit at the shampoo bowl for 10 minutes. Nice?
Good, yeah.
This is called Nourish. This is the moisture. So the first thing you're putting in is the protein. The last thing, 10 minutes, room temperature. When you rinse this out, do not rinse it out with hot water. Rinse it out with more like warm to tepid water. Rinse it out really well, and guys, I will tell you, the hair will feel like silk. Never been done before. Never been done before.
Now that goes on after your protein treatment?
Oil first.
I mean, yeah, the oil.
Shampooed out twice.
Right.
This, 10 minutes, no heat, just sitting in the bowl, and then rinsing this out. 30-minute treatment to reconstruct extremely dry damaged hair. And that's, now guys, follow me. This 3-step treatment is done once a week in the salon, no more. The retail, once you're done, this is what you retail to the client to take home to use. Follow me. Do not, 3 times, do not retail the protein to the client. No way. Because they would think if once a week is good, shit, every day is going to be great, and you will over-proteinize the hair. This is your home maintenance kit. And they can use this every day. So when that hair is that dry and that damaged, that's what you go into, and that's the Platinum Reconstructor.
And you're charging what for that?
Once again, if it's 30 minutes, you guys know what your clientele is. It can go anywhere from $25 to $40 a day. But the clients see an immediate difference, and what I love about it, it's not one of these things, wow, Danny, in another 3 weeks, you'll notice it the very first time that you use it. Okay. Next, and I'm pretty proud of this because I was helping Juwan with this. When the line first came out, I don't have to tell you about men that come into the salon. We are very weird if you're not a hairdresser. First of all, guys are uncomfortable. They come in, they sit down, they pick up the magazine, And buying product for them was also weird. Guys, when they do buy product, they didn't want
Or they
like,
asked Danny for their phone number.
they didn't want, they didn't want
Some like her.
to, men didn't want to buy a light blue bottle because it was like, it was too gay to buy that. So Juwan and I, we talked about the men's market. And there was really one company that dominated the men's industry, and it was a friend of mine that started, David Riccoli, who started American Crew. And if I had the time, I'll tell you that's a funny story. Him and I working together in Rankin. He wanted to create this men's line. His father was the barber on the set of Andy and Mayberry. And he was with like Warner Brothers TV. He said to me, we were having some tequila one day in California. When I lived out there, he says, I want to start this men's line. I said, cool. He goes, I'm going to call it Floyd's after the barbershop with Mayberry. He was like, Dougie, I need 10 grand to start. He goes, I got 5. You have 5 grand. I'm like, hairdresser, man, I don't have any money. I don't have anything in savings. Couldn't get the licensing for Floyd's. Ended up coming out with what they call an American Crew. Ready? Had the brand not quite 4 years, sold to Red Line for $12 million. I would have had $6 million. I would have been standing there going, and this is fragile. It's got to come to a nice cash somewhere. So it's the right place.
The decisions you make in your life.
Not even 4 years. So anyway, we looked at American Crew. We looked what sold in men's lines. Number one is packaging. It has to be masculine. So I said to Juwan, why don't you take the bottles and reverse everything? Black bottle, blue lettering. So we came out, you ready? There's 7 products in our men's line. 2 shampoos, a conditioner, a gel, a texture cream, a pomade, excuse me, and a wax. Everything retails to the same price as the gentleman. $15.95 for everything. Ready? There is a thickening shampoo that's almost identical to Rescue. It's going to stop the hair from falling off and breaking off. But here's what, we didn't call it a volumizer. We called it thickening. Our gel isn't a firm hold gel, strong hold gel. So we try to relate to men what they got. So everything, guys, is $15.95 in the men's line. 2 shampoos, a daily conditioner, strong hold gel, one of the jars is out in the truck. The texture cream, great fragrances, really, really clean with that. First thing you look at is men. We stuck with our no barcode, no diversion with this. Guys will find if you put it in their hands and it's reasonably priced with that. So I'll let you smell it because there's a couple things that also want to smell too. Next thing, before I get into the color, if you ever met Misaki, our artistic director, nobody cuts hair like this guy. And James Morrison, I used to think was the best. Morrison is, he's a genius. But his method is completely different than Misaki. Misaki very zen. Nobody cuts hair like this guy. When you start seeing these techniques I'm going to do, it's great for you. He's our artistic director. Our long hair or updo person, when you see this guy, his name is Eric Blachier. We call him the Frenchman. He's been the world updo champion for 12 years. He won it when he was 19 years old. Martin Parsons, I always thought, did the best long hair. But Martin, you need like a book to figure out how he does this. The Frenchman, he did everybody's hair for the Grammys, for the Emmys, and when I was out there for the Oscars, it was cool to have all these celebrities. Literally 3 to 5 minutes, 2 pins, 3 pins, and it's done. Beautiful long hair. Beautiful long hair. Our colorist, I'll get into that, we just launched a line of color. It's been in development for 3 years. This gentleman's name is Max Eli. He's a gentleman that formulated Goldwell and Schwarzkopf. He's a hairdresser. It's the first line of hair color that's ever been formulated by a hair colorist, not by a chemist. So he's our best. So I thought, how cool would it be to get everybody together to get a little bit of Max, a little bit of Misaki, a little bit of the Frenchman. So I'm pretty proud of this. I came up with this program in January of last year with Juwan. We finally come to fruition. And what it's called is LIVE, Learn, Inspire, Value, and Educate. I'm calling it A Taste of Beverly Hills. It's going to be on a Sunday and a Monday, November the 13th and 14th. And what it is a hands-on with Max, it is a hands-on with Eric the Frenchman, and it's a hands-on with Misaki. It's a 2-day program. It is going to be held at the coolest hotel in all of LA called the Renaissance Hotel. This is where they had the Oscars, the Grammys, the Emmys. And on our first floor is Jimmy Kimmel Live, so you can go down and watch the show game tape. Right across the street is Grumman's Chinese Theater, the coolest hotel. Everything will be held there. How this will work, Sunday morning, we're all going to get together for an hour or two. One, you'll meet him, he's going to get up, talk about his company, new products, what's happening in marketing, in the industry, question and answer. We break for lunch, lunch is on them, and then afterwards you get to choose one of the breakout classes, Misaki, whatever. We're going to be done at around 4 o'clock. We go upstairs, we change, refresh, come down 5 o'clock, he's got a cocktail party. We're only limiting this to 50 to 55 people, and it's only for the Beauty Scope people. What he's going to do Sunday night, he's never done this before, he's renting 2 buses. We're going to go out to the corporate facility, Out on the lawn is going to be a luau with a band playing and drinks. Afterwards, he's going to take you for a tour of the factory to see the products being made.
It's just my son.
That's okay. So you get an opportunity that evening to see the products being made, the silk screen, the factory. He'll have us back to LA, right back to the hotel by like 8:30, and we can go out and play in LA Sunday night. Monday morning, you go to your second breakout class. Lunch is on them. That afternoon, you go to your third breakout class. I was just looking at TG. You see that they're coming in November. They've got a 2-day cutting academy. It's like $895 for the 2-day cutting academy. This, you get 2 days and you get the long hair, the color, the cutting, the part, everything, $395.
Wow.
Which is, it's
Can I go?
dirt.
I don't even have to
We're
go to
having a
class.
competition, and whoever wins gets to go.
So I
if you
would
win-
love,
Oh, wait a minute, that's not fair.
I would love
Not
to
fair.
see you guys.
Can I go as
get
a
out.
chaperone?
Yeah, you can come
The
as
designated driver, Michael? What do you think?
There's
I
a
think
lot.
I'm gonna go too. I think I'm gonna go. Well, are you gonna go with the?
I don't have to go to the classes
Can
because
I
I'm
talk
not
about this
stylish.
or no?
You're asking me?
Yes.
Can you do it in 5 minutes?
Yes, I
Cool.
got 3 minutes.
Okay, get in
Okay,
front of the
guys,
camera.
quickly. Never been done before. Juan, 4 years ago, wanted to come up with a hair color. But the challenge was, he's like me, he cuts, he doesn't color. So he was going to buy a color company. Nothing out there that he liked. He found this gentleman, Max Eli, who I told you about. He's a hair colorist, but he's a hairdresser, but he's also understands color. What Max did is got together with Juwan, and they went and created a hair color like you've never seen before. This has never been done. And I keep saying this all the time. They went over to Italy, and there's only certain companies that make hair color for everybody. So Michael hits the lottery, and she wants to come up with a hair color company, right? She goes to Italy, she goes to the factory. The very first thing when you walk through the door, you have to sign is a confidentiality agreement. Because once you get through those doors, you can't say what you see. They open the door, and there's every swatch book from every hair color company out there. She then sits at a table with 5 chemists. 5 chemists. They pull out a
So
swatch.
this is my future, guys. Just so
Ready?
you know.
They pull out a swatch book with 800 shades. Michael, how many golds you want? How many coppers you want? How many reds you want? Right? What do you want the fragrance to be, and what do you want your box to look like? It's all the same shit. It's all the same
That's
stuff.
okay.
This is the first time that this a hair color has been created by a hair colorist and not a chemist. Never been done before. These are all Max's formulations. Ready? The first hair color line in the industry, a client comes in and has 50% gray or less. She goes to the swatch. She picks out any shade that she wants. You do not have to go to the N series. You mix it up, ready? 10 volume developer, 20 minutes, no heat. No heat, 100% gray coverage.
With 50% or less.
50% or less.
Fuck me. Now I gotta change color lines again. That was-
50%, now ready? 75%, you go 3/4 of your that, and then you use 1 part of the N series of the same level. If they're 100% resistant gray, half of what you want and then half the N series. But still, 10 volume developer, 20 minutes, no heat. 1 inventory system. Danny comes in, scared to death of color. She fixes her swatch. You go in the back, you use this developer called 2-Tree Transform. It'll last, the color formulation will last, ready, 4 to 6 weeks. She comes back, she goes, I'm digging this, but I still don't want to go permanent. Same formulation, 5 volume developer, it now lasts, ready, up to 2 months. She comes back, wants to make the commitment, same formulation, 10 volume developer, now it's permanent color. 1 inventory system. You do not need 3 different color lines. What Max did, he put in everything in the tube that we want as colors, and all the crap that we don't like, he took out. The brassiness, the tonal and tones. First color line that you can get 100% gray coverage with your high lift blondes. Never been done before. Never been done before. The lowest amount of ammonia in any hair color in the industry, 0.07. It's amazing when I've been with Max Jordan Tip, I just left him, and I was with him for 2 weeks in the South. 83% of the clients do their hair color at home. They can get away with saying that they are ammonia free if it's under 10% of ammonia. So L'Oreal and all this Fairy and all this crap is 9% ammonia. 9%, but they can say it's ammonia free.
Yeah.
Most professional hair colors are around 3% ammonia. This is 0.07. You mix up the color, you stick your nose in the bowl, and there is no fragrance, no ammonia. Smells like the mousse. The only color line, if the client has got a sensitive scalp or they scratch or itch, there is no itching or scratching. It's got aloe vera, acai berry, oregon oil, and black pearl powder in there. It is a conditioned, reconstructive color system that's never been done. This has never been done. Juwan's had it in his salons for 18 months, and I hate to keep going, the red carpet. Every celebrity you see, that's the color that they have on their hair. The reds, no fadage at all, 100% gray coverage, and the blondes are like nothing that you've ever seen. Nothing that you've ever seen. And that's our hair color. That's Juwan's baby. That's his real name that he created.
You are
You did great.
We do good? Thank you so
good. You're
much.
amazing.
Thank you.